Oh, a lot. Whether it's the chicken or the egg, the men are not asking women out. Now, the bottom line is we're having a problem post pandemic where men are not asking women out. I don't know if it's a white man disease right now.
Why do men not understand hints? Why do I have to spell every fucking thing out? Why can't you just one simple little hinting at this? Fucking understand what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have to spell everything out like I'm your
I hate when guys approach me. Why? Because I don't want to be bothered? Like, clearly, I'm doing something. Go away. Okay, so I guess you meet guys online then? Ew, no, what kind of creep stalks my IG and DMs me? Oh, okay, so you approach the guys then? What? Why would I ever date a guy who didn't have the confidence to approach me? But you just said you hate when guys approach you. Yeah, only when I'm clearly doing something. Plus, those guys are always super awkward anyway. How is a guy supposed to know when you're clearly doing something? And yeah, of course he's going to be a little bit awkward. He's starting a conversation out of thin air with a girl who may or may not be attracted to him and may or may not be busy. I mean, just approach me at a bar or a club. That's when I tend to meet guys. You mean when you're drunk and impulsive? Yeah. How do those relationships tend to go?
Do you want to know your hint to go up to a girl? Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm
Just
taking
like,
mental notes.
and this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was
So
like,
basically,
all right,
read her
kinda
mind.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
That's
saying.
a note.
I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event. You're really cute. I open it. It was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
The most hypocritical part of gender equality is pretending courting is only a man's responsibility. How about women step up and approach men too? It's 2025. Time for some real equality, not selective tradition. If you want fairness, it cuts both ways.
55% of men find themselves scared to approach women for the fear of being labeled creepy. And on the other end, 77% of women say they want a man to approach them. Women want the power of a man, the privilege of a woman, and the accountability of a child. In their mind, they can demand respect rather than earning it. When faced with reality, these women come to understand that they cannot shape the world according to their desires.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Men can't win. Be nice, you're too soft. Be firm, you're toxic. There's no pleasing women today, so men stopped trying and chose peace instead.
Got this complaint from a lot of women actually that men don't really make real approaches anymore. If they do, it's like some bullshit, like they're gonna catcall or whatever. I do blame the internet as a part of it, but also
I think it's safer for dating apps and Instagram because
Yeah.
I just send a DM or send a text, you don't respond, okay, cool, no pressure, no actual rejection, is whatever.
Men hesitate to approach women now, not from fear of women themselves, but fear of rejection, misinterpretation, or being labeled a creep. Dating apps feel safer, but lack authenticity. And let's be real, they're not mad all men don't approach, only that the tall, rich, attractive ones don't. Everyone else gets shamed.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time.
Well, I got news for you. It's gonna be even longer because y'all are full of it. That's it. No YouTube talking points, no elaborate explanations, because at this point, y'all ain't listening. Dudes keep telling y'all what the problem is, but you just keep powering through it. You just keep saying it's not you, it's the men, so just keep doing that. You'll see how that works out for you.
Women once demanded men stop approaching and leave them alone. Men listened. Now the same women complain men don't approach anymore. You can't have it both ways. Actions have consequences, and men aren't playing that double standard game anymore.
Men are not cold approaching women anymore. And the more I think about cold approaching, the more it just doesn't make sense and the more stupid it sounds, right? When you're cold approaching, you're in the lower position starting off. So the percentage level of you being successful is very slim, and slim just die. Attractive guys don't have to cold approach. Guys with money don't have to cold approach. They have leverage in some way, either their looks or their finances, social status, combination of all three, right? This is why they don't have to cold approach, right? In today's society, cold approach is dying because you got to understand women only want the top 20 to 30% of a guy, right? In general. So if they start cold approaching in general, they're only going to be cold approaching those kind of guys.
Cold approach is a minefield now. One slip and you're branded creepy. Average men see no respect, no reward, and all risk. Only top-tier guys with looks or money get a pass. Everyone else? Target practice. Why bother?
Then I saw this video about how guys are like maybe shy or scared to ask girls out now. I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them.
Yeah.
And like also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even doing anything wrong. Sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. But like, so there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like exposed on social media. So
a woman herself admitted it. We are soulless and heartless and have no remorse, shame, or morals. I see why guys don't want to ask us out anymore. That single comment says it all. Men aren't confused. They're done volunteering for rejection, manipulation, and blame. Why approach when women admit the game is rigged against them? Truth stings, but it's undeniable.
Here's some crazy research for you. So, a third of men, 33%, a little over a third, of men between the ages of 18 and 29 are not only single, but they're not actively looking for a partner. The same study said that by the year 2030, that 45% of women between the ages of 20 and 45 will be single. So I've got a question for the men, because I see it all the time in my comments. Most of my comments are filled with guys saying we're done. We're not looking. We like our peace. I need some more talk from you guys. Tell me why you're done. Tell me why you don't want to have a partner in life. Tell me why it's more worth it to be single than to have a partner. Even if you weren't to remarry, just to have a partner. I mean, I've talked to a lot of men. I've got my answers, but I want to hear it in the comments. So please, drop it in the comments.
The comments on this video speak volumes. One said, simple. Women told us to leave them alone. They don't need us. So that's what we did. Another blamed women's attitudes, expectations, actions, and mouths. The harshest truth? Men are taught how to treat women, never what to expect. Women are taught what to expect, never how to give. Men finally caught on.
Or even look in your direction. But not only that, so many women have taught men over the years that all men are predatory, so the good men of the world gave up. And it's so funny because women will constantly say that men don't listen, but now that men are listening, y'all are wondering where the good guys are at, why they don't approach you anymore, and why men are just simply not interested. And why the hell would they be interested? They don't know if they're going to be the next subject of all men are trash content on social media. They don't know if they're going to be accused of doing something they didn't do.
Modern women are reaping exactly what they sowed. For years, they told men to leave them alone, belittled effort, and demanded more without giving back. Now men have listened, choosing peace, independence, and focus over rejection and drama. The result? Women are left scrambling while men thrive without them.
3 big reasons why men don't approach women anymore. You see a hot girl walking down the street, your heart starts beating out of your chest, you overthink it, and she walks by. This approach anxiety is designed to protect you out of fear of getting rejected, okay? It's a normal thing. Some guys may think, am I gonna be perceived as being a creep? Maybe word will get out that you went and approached a girl at work, you got rejected, and it didn't go so hot. Women talk. They don't want anything to do with women anymore. They've thrown in the towel, they're done trying to figure out women, done playing the game. They just think, I have to be really jacked, or I have to make a lot of money, or else there's no point in even trying.
A lot of men have had bad experiences just from approaching women. It's not simply about rejection, it's how it happens. Too often, men get labeled as weird, creepy, or accused of making women uncomfortable just for initiating conversation.
All right, y'all, here's a question. Why men don't approach women anymore? Glad you asked. Let's get into it, family. Happy Saturday, everybody. Number 1, the fear of rejection. Women today, as we know, have some unrealistic standards. Some women. Unless he has a 6-pack, 6-figure, and is 6 feet, you can't talk to him. Number 2, it's not just about the fear of rejection. For some men, it's the fear of being labeled a creep or a predator because the man that's approaching you isn't your type. So because he's interested in you, he a creep? Come on now. Number 3, online dating, which has made it so men don't have to get rejected. in person. Number 4, social media. Now you can just run up in somebody's DM. You don't have to have communication skills. I think all this technology and everything has made our communication skills terrible, y'all. Terrible. And last, we've seen how women will reject men in unnecessarily rude ways. It's okay to not be interested, to try to embarrass them. Y'all, we gotta stop.
It's not just rejection that stings. It's how some women deliver it. Instead of a polite, no thank you, men get mocked, laughed at, or humiliated in front of friends. Worse, some are even accused of harassment. And once that label sticks, the court of public opinion destroys them, even if untrue.
Back in the days, most of the time, you would wait for someone to make the first move. It might be on the first date, it might be the third date, whatever. It could be the man, it could be the woman. But now, all my friends have noticed that the man has stopped making the first move. All my girlfriends are like, they're waiting. It's the third date, fourth date, a week later. He hasn't gone in for the kiss. He doesn't do any touching or anything. And I've asked my dude friends that are single, and they are like, you don't know where a woman's gonna go with that story anymore. I ain't touching nobody. And it sucks because the Me Too movement is so strong and so powerful for the people that need it, but it shouldn't ruin the maturity that we should have within intimacy and relationships.
Let's be real. The line between flirting and harassment isn't about the words spoken. It's about the guy's face. If she finds him attractive, he's charming. If not, he's a creep. It's hypocrisy exposed, where respect doesn't matter, only selective attraction does. Men would rather approach Asian women than modern Western women. It's a win-win-win. The couple gets genuine connection, the man finds peace, and the modern woman keeps her career and cats. Everyone ends up happy without drama, hypocrisy, or wasted effort.
Then I saw this video about this, about how guys are like maybe shy or scared to ask girls out now. I don't know why they're not going up to women. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them.
Yeah.
And like also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even doing anything wrong. Sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. But like, so there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like exposed on social media. So
you spit venom at men 24/7 and still expect romance? No man wants to pursue someone who's already labeled him garbage. Keep that same energy when loneliness comes knocking. You earned it.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it? So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
The audacity of some women acting modern yet crying when men don't approach. Seriously? You throw shade at men for not stepping up, but reject tradition and respect. You can't burn the bridge, then complain no one's crossing it.
I hate when I think a man's good looking and then I look at him and then he doesn't approach me. Like, did you not see me just look right at you? Like, that was your sign. Like, that was me shooting my shot. Like, I looked right at you. Like, I looked away pretty quickly. Like, it was kind of one of these, ooh, you know? But, like, that was your sign.
Boys don't ask you out anymore. What they do is they look at you from across the room and they'll be like, huh, she's pretty. I bet that's my wife. And then they just like take out their phone and watch basketball clips on YouTube Shorts. They're just like, oh, nice. And I think that's why the birth rate is dropping, honestly.
Oh, men see the look, want to approach too, but they're frozen, scared to move because one wrong step gets them labeled a harasser. In today's world, even a glance can spark lawsuits or online drama. Silence isn't disinterest, it's survival.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too. But it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore. Or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just be so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
Because women kept saying all men are creeps, now men are done. Why chase rejection and drama? The risk outweighs the reward. One misstep could cost reputation, career, or freedom. So men checked out. It's not fear, it's logic.
Do you want to know your hint to go up to a girl? Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm
Just
taking mental notes.
And this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was So like, basically all right, read her kinda mind. bummed. Yeah, that's kind of what I was
That's
saying.
a note.
I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event. You're really cute. I open it. It was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
Men approach after eye contact and still get rejected, so they stopped bothering. Why risk humiliation or accusations when silence guarantees peace? Modern dating turned hostile, and men wisely chose survival over rejection.
Let's put it this way. Let's say in only one out of 10 or 1 out of 50 instances, a guy walks up to a girl very politely and says, "How do you do, ma'am? My name's, Rick, and couldn't help but notice you shopping at this here bookstore, and I live in the area. I'm trying to make friends." How does he know that he's not going to end up with a viral clip, a picture taken, accusing him of being a creep?
I'll tell you.
Avoiding the creep label is simple. Just be 6'3", exceptionally good-looking, stacked with wealth, and flaunt status. That's the cheat code. Forget personality, respect, or genuine effort. If you don't tick those boxes, you're invisible or instantly branded a creep. Easy, right? Modern dating's hypocrisy couldn't be clearer.
This right here is the result of women labeling any masculine behavior toxic. You ruin it in every way, shape, or form, right? Because it's a masculine thing for a man to look at a female and go and approach her and ask her for her name and try to start a conversation. You feel me? That's the first thing. The second thing is that you guys label that as toxic to only the men that you're not interested in. The problem with the men that you are interested in, the one that you are throwing all those hints to, well, guess what? Those men have a whole bunch of other better looking women throwing hints at them too. You can't compete, and that's what you need to understand. You can't compete with the other types of females that are throwing the same hints to those type of dudes, man. A lot of women forgot that they are average at best. Most of y'all below average. You feel me? So you need average or below average dude to feel comfortable approaching you. But when the average and below average dude feels like, man, if I approach any female at any time, this could turn real ugly for me. I mean, you're already screaming at the camera, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all did it to yourselves, ladies.
Bro is spitting straight facts. Modern dating is stacked with problems. Men approach, get humiliated, or worse, labeled creeps. Women set impossible standards, then complain when men pull back. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.